The severe weather in the Hunter region is easing, but today floodwaters are still rising in some areas. The Hunter River has swallowed properties, isolated communities and triggered more rescues.
Navigating submerged fences and debris to reach a family stranded at their home near Maitland.
All good?
Rescue crews are still working around the clock. There were more than 600 requests for help overnight, many in the Hunter region.
And all the brigades and emergency service workers, we are so grateful to you, not just those from our local areas, but those who are coming in, often with not a lot of local knowledge, but are just really slotting in.
About 70 evacuation orders are in place across the state today, impacting around 40,000 people, tens of thousands more on alert.
I was worried we'd have to evacuate today if it kept raining.
The Premier and Emergency Services Minister took to the sky to see the sweeping scale of the brown water that's flooded the Hunter Valley.
That would have been cut off here almost.
The extent of the damage is extraordinary, and these flood events keep happening and they put significant pressure on local communities.
Farmers are among the hardest hit. Craig Emerton is moving his cattle onto the road because paddocks are flooded on the mid-north coast.
If the sun shines, it will dry a little quicker than what it was a few weeks ago, but still in winter it's going to take a long time to dry out.
Over the weekend, conditions are expected to ease. It's hoped the water over some of these roads can recede, but until that happens, some communities will remain cut off.
The damage to roads is quite evident. There's still a number of them cut in several places. That's quite apparent.
A further 8 disaster declarations were made today, bringing the state's total to 37. That will allow financial assistance to flow to impacted local government areas. Andrew Lobb, ABC News, Maitland.
The waters are receding, but problems are resurfacing.
Our damage bill is somewhere between 30 and 50 million each time this happens.
Greens Road in Lower Portland was ruined by the flood disaster last year. Residents say repairs took too long to start, and now they'll be hindered again by recent landslips.
It has been unpassable for over a year.
For Rochelle Miller, it's meant a fire trail is the only way in and out, making the school drop-off longer and more dangerous.
A 5-minute drive down the road to head to school is now 17 kilometres on a ridge through the bush with limited service.
Public transport is down too. The Blue Mountains line is out for at least 2 weeks, and parts of the T1 line are still underwater. Successive flooding changing transport routes and the course of the Hawkesbury River.
There's been massive erosion down the riverbanks, all the way down the river, and certainly that would change flood behaviour.
This was the crater in Cornwallis a month ago, but with every flood it gets wider and deeper, forming an inlet for the river to wash away land and properties. Huge chunks of the riverbank are simply missing. We should actually be on land right now, but instead it looks like we're beside a cliff face. That shed was upright only a week ago, but now half of it has collapsed into the river. Residents are hoping for immediate repairs across the Hawkesbury when the water finally washes away.
I don't think it's fair after 4 floods to ask people to mentally endure any more hurdles.
The impact on this community eroding more than just dirt and roads. Cayman Gok, ABC News, Sydney.